How do you stop caring what others think of you? We're going to talk about this today. This is Tom Caron with the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Guys, welcome back. Got a great lesson today. Let's get to it. How to stop caring about what others think of you. This is a tough one, right? I've heard spiritual teachers talk about this. Abraham Hicks says, what others think of you is none of your business. I think that's a cute reply. I think it makes sense. I think it's fun and funny. But still, why? And then if we know why, how do we do it? And this is what we're going to go over today. Guys, others can't create for you, although they can affect your point of attraction. They can affect your point of attraction. What do I mean by that? Well, what they think of you is not necessarily what you're creating unless you let them influence you. So others can't create for you, so why do you want them to why do you care what they think? They are not the creators. You are your own creator. So when you start caring about what other people think, you are now affecting your point of attraction, who you're conscious of being. And that affects what you're creating at that moment, right? And you have your own unique consciousness blueprint. They don't have that. So whatever advice they give you can't possibly be the perfect advice. It doesn't matter what it is. Why? Because they're giving you advice from a different consciousness of being. What their consciousness of being is unique to them. Who you're conscious of being and what you're conscious of being is your blueprint. It's unique to you. Only that inner you knows what's best for you. Only that inner you knows the perfect path, the perfect steps, the perfect way for you to go. So whenever you're seeking outside yourself, others, friends, family, co-workers, bosses for advice, you're disempowering yourself, but more than that, you're hurting yourself because you're messing up your own unique blueprint. You're following the advice of somebody else's blueprint, and that will never work. That will never work. And how could I say it? It's like people that have any kind of addictions. If it's addictions that's bad for your health, let's take smoking as an example. Usually people keep smoking. And because they don't think the threat's not immediate. They may know it's bad for them, but they keep doing it. But if the threat was immediate, and you know if you're going to take a cigarette that you would die right at that moment, you'd probably not take the cigarette. You'd probably stop smoking. So this is the same way, guys. It does kill. It kills what? It kills who you're conscious of being. Right? And that messes up who you are and what you're going to attract. So it kills right at that moment what you're conscious of being when you start seeking, asking, and following others' advice. Because they have their own unique blueprint. They can only give you advice as far as their blueprint is concerned. They don't know what yours are because they're not you. They don't have that broader perspective, that God perspective, that inner being perspective. Your inner being knows what's perfect for you, knows what's right for you, knows the right moves, the right path, the right decisions. Their inner being knows what's right for them. But if you're seeking other people's advice, remember that it's always going to come from their selfish perspective, what's good for them. And I'm not even saying that's conscious. They're probably unconsciously giving you advice that's right for them. Right? It's just normal. They would give you advice that it's according to their thinking, their perceptions, their thoughts and feelings. But it would only be what feels right for them, what's right for them, not right for you. So don't do it, guys. And I tell you, it's like that. It's like smoking a cigarette. If you knew that was going to kill you, this kills you instantly because it kills the concept of who you are and who you're becoming. It kills it right at that instant. Okay? And that's real. That's real, right? Because everything's energy. Everything we see around us in this world is created through the concept of who we think we are, our relationship to the world. If you're bouncing around and having an influence by the news cycle, by what others think, by a bad experience from someone yelled at you or someone was rude to you, if you keep bouncing around like that, you're giving them freedom to affect your point of creation, your concept of yourself. That kills your creations. It's a killer. Only the God in you knows what is best or optimal for your blueprint. You have a unique blueprint. Go to that God in you. Go to that consciousness, that God consciousness, that higher you, that inner being knows. Right? Ask it. You can even ask it out loud. What do you think, inner being? The answer will come. We just don't believe it, so we don't ask. We ask others instead of asking our own inner being. Right? Because we don't believe it. We don't believe anyone's going to answer. You're still not believing in that consciousness, but yet when it doesn't work out, when you get that advice and you're still got that knot in your stomach and it's still not working out, what do you think that knot is? That knot is because you're not listening to who you really are. That knot goes away when you start listening to who you really are. Listening to others will always throw you off your ideal concept path of yourself, which I just talked about, right? It's always going to knock you off. Even if it looks like it may be leading you, it's just going to lead them. It's a different blueprint. It's advice from a different perspective, from a different blueprint. They may mean well. I'm not saying they don't mean well. They mean well. They love you. But they can only give you advice from their point of view, from their perception, from their concept of themselves. Because they're not you. When others give advice, yes, they're giving it through their unique blueprint, not yours. Okay, so we talked about that. It will never work out. Never. Even if they love you so much. Right? So guys, what's my advice to you? Be still and know that I am God. Say that. Be still and know I am God. You are God. I am. It's the I am. This is powerful. This will change everything. Guarantee you guys. It changes it immediate. Because remember, there's no past, present, and future. It's all happening right now. So when you take advice and when you're warping the concept to yourself, you're warping it right now. You're affecting now, the next now, and the next now. Right? You are creating. All right, guys, that's all I have right now. Till next time, this is Tom Kieran with the Be Something Wonderful studio of Higher Consciousness in San Diego, California, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Don't forget to subscribe. We love subscribers, especially new ones. Hit the notification bell. Share and like the video. Guys, and until next time, this is Tom. See you soon.